Traders every day are earning thousands of dollars for themselves trading the market. What separates them from you is that these traders possess certain knowledge and tools the everyday person does not have. Tools that if you knew how to use, you too can make money every day with. Learn the right skills, tips and strategies from the very best at www.tradegenius.
This is Rob Tebbutt for Behind the Gloves in association with Pro Boxing Supplies. I'm here with undefeated cruiserweight Southern Area champion Isaac Chamberlain at Miguel's gym in Brixton. Isaac, how are you today?
Very good. Tired, but I'm good.
You look tired, I'm not surprised. I've been watching you train today and the look of it just makes me tired, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah, it's hard work. I've been putting in so many hours in the gym. So much work. So I've been trying to develop myself as a fighter. So just looking forward to reaping the benefits, reaping the rewards.
Now you've recently come back from Poland. How was it out there? You were sparring with Masternak. Obviously he's quite well known on these parts for his fight with Tony Bellew. What was it like training out in Poland?
It was good. Every Polish person was looking at me like, because I don't think they've seen black people. So they're like, whoa, what the heck? But it was very good. I enjoyed the experience, and I learned so much from that sparring. That's basically like world-class sparring, and it showed that I can be at that level because the work that we got was very, very good. It was very intense, and she wasn't holding back at all. He was trying a lot, and I held myself well in there, very well. So I took that on board. I took the lessons that I learned in that camp and in that sparring, and I think that's brought me up a level.
I mean, how important is that for you? I mean, you're very much at the early stages of your career. I mean, I know you've sparred. You've sparred Deontay Wilder in the past. You went over to America to spar with him. You've sparred Anthony Joshua. But I mean, going over to Poland, as you say, it's a little bit different. How valuable do you think that is at this point in your career?
I think it's very valuable. It was out of my comfort zone. When you're here and you get used to the girls and training and the gym, and you get used to it, so nothing really changes. But when it's completely out of your comfort zone, it was different. It was completely different. I didn't know any places there. I had no one to meet there. It was no distractions. So all I had to do is just read my books, watch Netflix, and watch boxing after. So it was an amazing experience for me because I felt what it's like. It was just completely different. So I can get used to being uncomfortable. I really learned a lot from that.
I mean, how did it compare with Miguel's? I mean, obviously Miguel's is quite renowned for its, like, I don't know how to really put it, it's quite urban feel to it. I mean, it's quite a lot of young fighters in the stable. You all bounce off each other and all push each other. I mean, did you get that type of feeling about Polish gyms, or was it quite different in that regard?
It was different. Polish gyms are straight to the point. You get in, you do your job, you spar, whatever. First time I went there, everyone was looking at me like, who's this guy? But after the sparring, everyone came to congratulate me. Oh my gosh, you're so good, blah, blah, blah. So it's different. I think there you have to earn the respect. There's one universal language in boxing, and that's the punches.
Yeah.
You sure what I mean? So it was good.
So you're back now. You're on the Matchroom card. The Frank Buglioni's headlining on the 1st of July at the O2. So you're now less than 2 weeks away from your fight. I mean, how's your camp gone outside of Poland, as it were? I mean, you're lasering in now, so...
Yeah, no, it's serious. It's hard work. We put in a lot of work today. The whole time we was in Poland, we didn't just go there to spar. We was basically training as if our training camp was in Poland as well. So it was difficult. Mentally enduring, but I got through it. Now I'm here, I'm just getting through the last week, and the next week is just tapering down, and I'm ready to fight.
What can you tell us about your opponent for July the 1st?
I don't really know who it is yet. I'm finalising couple opponents, finalising the last couple opponents, but I have to speak to my uncle.
Okay. Now, away from yourself, because I know you're a man who's obviously invested a whole lot of time in boxing, but boxing's your passion. I mean, you love boxing, you watch boxing. Recently, as well as recent as the weekend, Andre Ward versus Sergey Kovalev. Did you watch the fight?
Yeah, I watched it.
What did you make of it?
I thought it was amazing performance. He shot everyone up, you know, and everyone was trying to say, oh, low blows and stuff, but the referee said, you know, when the fighters were about to touch gloves, like, the belt line is okay to hit. Like, he said it, and I think Kovalev looked like he was looking for a way out already, you know, but that just shows the importance of mental strength, especially when you're fighting. And I don't think no one has better mental strength than Andre Ward. You know, and he broke Kovalev. You know, he made it so tough out there, in there for him. So I think he did what he had to do and then got the knockout.
How impressed were you with Ward's performance? I mean, as you say, a lot of people have mentioned the low blows, and a lot of people have spoke about Kovalev's mental attitude or the fact that he was broken down, but it's not like he got broken down by himself. I mean, there was another guy in there who broke him down. I mean, how impressed were you with what Andre Ward was able to do?
It's good. Like, at the end of the day, yeah, it's a fight. Like, it's a fight. It's not no pitter-patter stuff. You know, you're in there. There's a lot of the underline. You know, you're fighting in front of thousands and thousands of people, millions of people are watching. Like, it's a fight. You got to do whatever it takes to win. You know, like, literally whatever it takes. You know, so like, there's nothing clean about boxing. Like, it's true. So I think it was good. I think it was an amazing performance. You know, and listen, he basically shut everyone up. You know, he shut everyone up. So hats off to him.
Now, I know that you're an admirer of Ward. The last time he was over in this country, he was working the Chris Eubank card. You actually got time to meet Andre Ward, is that right?
Yeah.
What did he have to say for himself?
You know, I'm surprised he heard of me as well. Like, and I was like, shit. You know, and it was an amazing experience talking to him and seeing how he is as a boxer. He has an aura about him as well. Like, you could just see he's just a world-class athlete, a world-class person. You know, when we spoke about, you know, the fights that I've had, and he spoke about the fight with Wadi, and I told him about it, and he was like, listen, no one can take that experience away from you, because you know, if you have to get to that dark place, you can get to that dark place. But all these other guys that ain't been tested, you know, like, they're still yet to get to that place, and most of them do crumble. But the fact that you didn't, and you did whatever it takes to win, that shows something, definitely. So that's what he said. He just said, keep grinding. You know, everything you're doing is going in the bank. It's going in the bank. You know, he said, don't lie to yourself as well. He told you not to lie to yourself about training or about anything else, and save your money. That's what he said.
That's good advice. That's good advice for all boxers, actually, the young ones and the established ones. So yeah, thanks, Andre. Now, obviously, you were talking about your fight with Wadi Camacho where you dislocated your shoulder. I was ringside for it. It looked horrible. How valuable is that going forward? I mean, and now you're back. I understand your last fight you were testing the waters out a little bit. How does it feel now? I mean, do you have more confidence in throwing it, or is it in your mind when you're training or sparring?
Yeah, definitely have more confidence. You know, now I kind of altered my boxing style so that when I hit the right hand, it always lands. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to make it as accurate as possible. So when I hit it, it lands. Like, I can't just let it go. Like a 50% chance of it landing. You know what I mean? So, you know, I altered it, so I've become a more accurate fighter as well. You know, so it's good. It allowed me to work on other stuff, like my left hook, my left hook to the body, right hook to the body, all lots of different things, you know. So I think it kind of done. I found the good points out of it, you know, that I could work on other stuff that I've kind of might have been neglected, I don't know. But you know, I feel a lot better with it.
Now, the 1st of July, you're going to be fighting, as is another British cruiserweight, Lawrence Okolie. Now, there has been some words back and forth between yourselves on Twitter. Could you go into that for me? I mean, is that something that is a fight you'd be interested in the near future, or is it something that is particularly on your mind, or tell me a little bit about that.
With him, it's like, you know, he hasn't really done anything to get a fight with me. Do you know what I mean? You know, he's like 40 in the country, and I'm like in the top 10. You know, so it's kind of like, you know, you can't just jump ship past everyone. You know, there's a lot of other very good cruiserweights out there as well. You know, but at least, you know, fight the people that I've beaten, like Camacho or Henshaw or whatever. You know, fight them and, you know, like, earn yourself a shot. He's trying to say he wants to fight me July 1st. I'm just like, it doesn't make no sense. What is in it for me? Do you know what I mean? I'm not an egotistical fighter. You know, it's not pride fighting, it's prize fighting. You know what I mean? So, you know, it doesn't make business sense for me. You know, at the end of the day, obviously, if he puts himself in that position, then sure, we can fight straight to the death. We can fight, but I don't know. It's just let's see how his career progresses. You know, and definitely we can meet down the line.
Matty Askin holds the British title. Did you see his last fight with Gennady? What did you make of it?
Yeah, I think it was good, but you know, Kennedy, I don't know if he got the game plan wrong, you know, but Matty Askin had his game plan on point. He was setting up the right hand the whole time, feinting, jabbing to the body, feinting to the body, setting up the right hand, because Kennedy moves with his hand, but he doesn't move with his head, so he was just there to be taken. His chin was there to be taken. So yeah, they done the game plan great. So yeah, it was a very good fight, you know, and he ended it in a good fashion as well.
Is that a fight that you're looking to take on soon, or is that something that you're building towards? I mean,
definitely building towards it. You know? Definitely, you know, I've been watching him a lot as well. You know, it'll be definitely a good fight, you know, in the future for the British title. Because I would really love to have another title like the British very soon. So it's all about being patient, you know, learning my craft as a fighter. I'm getting a lot more experience as well. So.
Now going back to your camp here, one thing I have noticed from being around you and speaking with you is your relationship with your uncle Ted. He was obviously a very good fighter in his own right when he was a fighter. You seem to bounce off each other, and he seems to know how to push your buttons in the right way. What's it like having somebody like that who knows you so well and has obviously lived the sport himself in your corner?
Very annoying. But, you know, yeah, he's a good guy, man. You know, he helps me, he gives me a lot of advice because he's been through it as well, you know. So he's trying to make sure I don't do the wrong things that he did in his career. So he's always like, on to me. But I know it's for a good cause, it's for a good reason. Because I know he'll be like, yeah, the reason why I'm doing this is because I want to see you lift that WBC title or whatever. You know, but yeah, it's good. You know, it's good. Someone always onto you, so you never get complacent. You're always grounded. You never think you don't need to train or whatever. Or if you think you're tired, you'll just drag me out to the gym. You'll come to my house. Let's go to the gym. You know, so it's good. I think it's really good. And he's a good boxing coach as well. You know, he's a good teacher of the game as well. So I learned so much under him as well.
Okay, and as you know, I've come here today from the Gennady Golovkin-Canelo Alvarez press conference. As I said earlier, you're somebody who watches a lot of boxing. You're very much into the sport, very knowledgeable young man. How do you see that fight panning out?
I think Golovkin because of he's a very technical boxer. I think everyone kind of underestimates his technical ability. They underestimate his technical ability, and he's a very, very vicious puncher. You know, so I think he's just going to wear him down because Canelo kind of stands there. He doesn't move his feet so much. He's like you know what I mean? So I think I think he might win by mid to late stoppage.
Big call. Yeah, okay. So yeah, we're less than 2 weeks away from your fight. What can fans expect from you with this fight coming up?
Definitely feel it. As it is with all the rounds, all my fights. You see what he has first. You adapt to what his style is, the rhythm of his punches, how he moves in the ring. You know, the movement patterns that he has. You know, every boxer has a different type of movement pattern. And then as soon as I got that figured out, I get to work straight. So, you know, I've been working a lot of my physical capabilities, my punch power, my explosiveness. You know, so because obviously when I started, when I turned pro, I still had the body of a little boy. So now I'm doing a lot more. I'm working a lot more harder. You know, and doing a lot of strength and conditioning with my coaches. Jay Brockway, Jerry, you know, Equilibrium boys, they're serious and they've got me in phenomenal shape. So definitely, you know, you're gonna see probably another knockout. You know, so trying to keep a knockout streak going.
Okay, well, just finally, Isaac, have you got any final words for your fans or for anybody watching this interview?
Just thank you for the support. I really appreciate it. Watch me fight July the 1st.
Okay. Well, Isaac Chamberlain, as always, it's a pleasure speaking to you and look forward to seeing you in action on July the 1st at the O2. How do we go about getting tickets for that fight?
Just message me on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter as well. Just type in Isaac Chamberlain.
Okay, great. Well, as always, it's a pleasure. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Hey Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps, and if you aren't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you go ahead and do so by clicking this icon right here. Oh, and if you're also in any need of any boxing gear, make sure you make your way over to proboxingsupplies.com.